Hey hockey fans, how are we doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little something different other than hockey cards. As we know, it's the end of the regular season, and first of all, I got to give some kudos to a couple of guys from my team, the Montreal Canadiens. So let's give a shout out to Lane Hutson of the Montreal Canadiens, who tied a rookie record for assists by a defenseman. He had 60 assists on the season, which ties him with Larry Murphy for most assists by a rookie defenseman. Larry Murphy holds the record for points by a rookie defenseman with 76, I believe, when he was with the LA Kings. Of course, he was playing with Marcel Dion, Charlie Simmer, and Dave Taylor, the Triple Crown line. So you can understand there. But Hudson did it really well. I think he only had 6 goals, though. But it's the most points by a Habs rookie defenseman since Chris Chelios. So I have to give him that. Next, I want to also give a shout out to Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki is the first Montreal Canadian to have more than a point per game since the 2007-2008 season when Alex Kovalev did it. Suzuki had 89 points, 30 goals, 59 assists. He was also a plus 19, so again, he got better, and he's been improving a lot. Of course, the team's been improving. But you can see that his 89 points in 82 games is the most since Kovalev had 84 points in 82 games in 2007-2008. And that's a long time. I think the last time there was a 90-point scorer in Montreal was Vinny Danfus and Pierre Turgeon in the 90s. So those shout-outs. Now, I went to the Belmont hockey draft, which I do every year. I have my ticket here, and it's $25 for the ticket. I was number 18, which was my number in Bantam. And it's pretty cool. It starts at 8 p.m. There are 4 rounds. And there are about 82 players or participants in 4 rounds. There's a bingo machine that spins out all the numbers from 1 to 82. And each round, when it comes out, that's when you pick. So it goes through the whole 82 first.
42, 64.
And then it stops for the first round, then you go and pick. The first 5 guys, they pick in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, they call out the next 5, and they just go up. Because it just creates too much confusion, and it gets too long. It used to be hours. Now they've kind of streamlined it. I remember in the old days we used to have sheets and you used to have to cross off names and there was a lot of confusion. But this year you go up to a board. Every player that's playing in the games has a strip of paper with their stats and name and a pin. Take the piece of paper off, put the pin in the basket. Very important to put the pin in the basket. Put your number and name on that little slip of paper so they know which player you picked, and you put it in a basket, and there's guys who go through it. Simple, though it's possible to fuck up. A couple of guys did. What can you do? Now the key thing to remember is once a player has been picked, no one else can take that player. So when you do the math, 82 guys, 4 rounds, it's 328 players. That's a lot of players being picked over 16 teams. There's been years where because they do this on the very last day of the regular season, there's been seasons where there have been, I think last year was like 6 teams that could make the playoffs. Only 3 were going to make it, but 6 had a chance on the very last night. And I picked 2 guys that were on teams that didn't make the playoffs, which really sucked. I ended up with 5 points last year. I thought I was going to be Mr. Hockey, but I wasn't. Every year they tell you who the winners are, but they also tell you who the loser is, the guy with the least amount of points. And they give the guy a yellow helmet and a towel to dry his tears. And the helmet is a yellow hard hat with Mr. Hockey written on it. It's like a source of shame. I thought I was going to win with 5 points, but no, the guy who won had 0 points. How the hell you end up with 0 points, I don't know. So it's fun. And then the guys I was with a huge group of guys. We were putting $2 down to see who picks last each round. So you go through the whole round, and the guy who picks last wins the pot. So I won $30 because I picked last in the second round. So not bad. Covered the cost of my ticket and some of my side bets. Anyway, let's get on with what I did. So in the very first round, I picked 49th overall. No, I did not win the pot. Did not win the pool. But what I picked was Jake Gensel, however you pronounce his name, from Tampa Bay. He was the best available player there. But Gensel was the best available player, and he had 41 goals, 39 assists for 80 points in the regular season. So hopefully he gets a few points for me. I don't expect much. The guy next to me, he picked 7th in round 1 and 2, so he should be doing better than me. But anyway, Jake Gensel, a good solid pick for a mid-first round, I guess. I thought about the Florida-Tampa thing, and I'm hoping Tampa pulls off the upset. I wanted Florida to win last year, but my team, Montreal, is in the playoffs this year, so I got to go with them. Okay, next up in round 2.
83, 41, 27, 26, 6, and 81.
I picked 74th in the second round, which is player number 156. So I won the pool this time. I won $30. And I picked Ottawa Senators defenseman Jake Sanderson. I know they're playing Toronto. I hope Ottawa wins. I do not want to see Toronto go far. So remember, 155 guys I've already picked by this point. Jake Sanderson had 11 goals, 46 assists for 57 points. Not bad. So I'm hoping big things from Ottawa. All right. In the third round, with the 40th pick in the third round, which is 204th overall, I picked from the Montreal Canadiens, Alex Carrere. It was getting slim pickings by this point. Carrere had 2 goals, 16 assists for 18 points. I'm hoping he does something in the playoffs. Usually what I do every year is I pick 2 guys from the Eastern Division, 2 guys from the Western Conference, 2 guys from the Eastern Conference. This year I went with 3 in the Eastern Conference and only 1 in the West, which is a departure for me, but I had to get a Canadian. Surprisingly, they didn't have Demidov on the board for Montreal. I guess he didn't play enough games. I don't know. It was surprising because I would have picked him. Now, going to my last pick in the fourth round, I picked 27th, which was my best position as far as a round goes, but it was 273rd overall. So by this point, you're not getting a lot of good players. And I took Minnesota Wild defenseman Jacob Middleton. I never even heard of this guy. But he had 8 goals, 13 assists for 21 points. I think I picked 3 defensemen. There really wasn't much to pick at that point. So Jake Middleton was my 4th guy. Better than last year my picks were, because I picked really low last year too. But there we have it. 4 guys, hoping for some upsets here. For these, all of them actually are upsets. Hope Tampa upsets Florida, Ottawa upsets Toronto, Montreal upsets Washington, and Minnesota upsets whoever they're playing. I know with Montreal and Washington, the key to winning is to don't take penalties. Ovechkin will kill you on the power play. Don't give them that chance. My girls are too loud, so I got to cut this short. So I'm looking forward to the playoffs. I hope you guys are. And all you hockey fans out there, let me know who you guys are going for. And what do you think of my picks, considering what I had available? Leave comments in the comment section. Until next time, this has been Hockey Night in Belmont.